In example 518, we're asked to find the area of the region bounded by the graphs y equals e to the x and y equals x cubed between x equals -1 and x equals 1. So the first thing we want to do is plot those two curves. Now y equals e to the x looks something like this. It starts off very small when it's to the left of 0 and then grows very quickly when it's to the right of 0, and it goes through like 1 comma e, 2 comma e squared, 0 comma 1, so on. And then y equals x cubed looks like this. It goes through -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2 comma 8, and so on. Let's see. -2, -8. So it grows really quickly, kind of tapers off for a little while, and then starts growing really quickly again. And what we're interested in is the area between -1 and +1. So we're looking for this red shaded region right there. And the theorem says that this area should be equal to the integral from -1, the lower bound, to 1, the upper bound, of the upper curve minus the lower curve. So the upper curve is e to the x, and the lower curve in this case is x cubed. And we're taking that integral with respect to x. Okay, well the integral of e to the x is e to the x, and the integral of x cubed is x to the 4th over 4. Now we're going to plug in our upper and lower bounds, 1 and -1. So I'm going to write down 2 copies of this function and take their difference. So this is e to the something minus something to the 4th over 4, e to the something minus something to the 4th over 4. I'm going to plug in 1 for my upper bound and -1 for my lower bound. Okay, so that should give us e to the 1 minus 1/4 minus e to the -1 minus 1/4, but this should be a plus 1/4 because I need to distribute that negative sign in, so that becomes a positive there. Okay? And so the -1/4 and the positive 1/4 actually cancel. And so it says that our area is e to the 1 minus e to the -1, or you could write that as e to the 1 minus 1 over e. And because it's e to the 1, you can just write as e. So it's e minus 1 over e is our area. So that's A. So we're saying that the area of this red shaded region is E minus 1 over E.